till last video I have completed up to 28. Now start with problem number 29. So 29 says square root of 16 by 25 whole power of 4x minus 9 whole power of 3 will give you 64 upon 125. So your task is to find x. So let's start. Now this side, if I simplify, I will get something 4 and 5. Both will be in square. 4, 5. If I multiplied the 2 with that and 3 with that, all will be multiplied. So what I will get, 2 into 4x minus 9 into 3. If I simplify this, I will get like that. And on the right hand side, I will get 4 cube and 5 cube whole cube. So now as that bases are same, so that ultimate indices should be same. So 6, 4x minus 9 equal to 3. So from there 4x minus 9 equal to half, or 4x equal to 9 plus half, that is equal to 19 by 2, or x is equal to 19 by 8. Okay, next come 30. 30 says 27 power of 2/3 is equal to x. Then find 3x. Find 3x. So this gives 27 means 3 cube. So if I take 3 cube whole to the power 2/3 equal to x, or here you can say, so if I calculate the indices, it will give you 3 square is equal to x. So now my task is to find 3x. So 3x is equal to 3 into 3 square, that means 3 cube, that means 27. Okay. So now comes 31. It is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cube, and the bottom it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth root is equal to 10 power x. Now it is very easy. If I now see this pair of 2, that means 100 cube whole to the power 1/3. It is also 6, so 100 10 cube means 10 cube whole power of 1/6. Okay, sorry 100 cube, I was right. It is 100 cube whole to the power, this one is equal to 100. I am just trying to represent in the form of 100. So here if I say 100 to the power on the top 1, and here it will be minus 1 by 2, because 3 into 1/6 means half will go up, because it is in denominator. When it will go up, the indices will be subtracted. So this will be equal to this one. So 100 to the power half equal to 10 to the power x, that means x is equal to half. This is your answer, because your task is to find x here. 31 is over. Come to 32. 32 minus 1 upon 1331 whole power minus 2 by 3 into square root of 1331 into 1 upon 121 whole power of 3 by 2. Now your task is to simplify. Now you can understand these all are of multiple of 11. So your task only to eliminate the indices. So this will be nothing but 11 cube whole to the power minus 2 third, okay, into square root of that means if it is square, that means it can be written as 11 cube whole to the power half into here 11 square whole to the power 3 by 2. So if I take all the indices together, now here you can see that minus sign due to the cube root. That means if we eliminate this part, means how will you calculate how this minus will come out? Now you can see any minus, when it is multiplied with minus, it will give you plus. So this square will decide it could be plus, but at the same time you have to think on this cube, okay. So if I write minus 1 whole to the power minus 2 third, one part, and the bottom part I am just separating just to make you understand what would be your answer, what would be your decision to do with the minus sign. So here the remaining thing I will calculate in the power of 11. So if I take out 3 there, so 3 by 2 on the top, and this will come as a negative because it is in denominator, 2 into, so this will become as a minus because it is in denominator, 2 into 3 by 2, that means minus 3. Now consider this one. So if I say this one, this you cannot decide, rather if it is so confusing, if you can eliminate here itself one step. How will you eliminate? That can be eliminated as this is minus, I can reverse the number because minus will be reciprocal when it comes into denominator. So when the fraction will come in denominator, it will be just nothing like 11 to the power 2 third, isn't it? So one thing eliminated when both sign is negative, they are very confusing. So rather I eliminate one part by reversing the number itself, because minus will be plus when it is reversed, that you know, because what is that? Half, where power is 1, when it will go, if I say it is whole to the power minus 1, what is that? It is nothing but 2 to the power 1. It's just reverse. On that concept, this also to be reversed. Now that minus sign, now that minus will be influenced by the square root, means what is the indices in fraction. So because minus 1 of half means square root, it is a non-real number, whereas minus 1 of 1 third, it is a real number and it is give you minus 1, because on the reverse, if I do the minus 1 cube, it will be minus 1. So if I take the cube root of that, it is nothing but 1 third. So this way I can say minus 1 cube root is 1, but whereas minus 1 whole square is 1, but it's not that minus 1 is equal to the square root of minus 1. You can say that because both cannot be same, okay. Because if I take the square root of that, it must be square root. If minus 1 whole square is equal to that, so minus 1, if I leave it like that, so it should be minus 1, square root of 1, because square root of 1 can give you plus or minus 1, but square root of minus 1 cannot give you minus 1. Okay, so it is a non-real number. So wherever there is a odd integers in the fraction of the indices, that means 2, 4 like that, you cannot take out this minus out. It is a non-real number. Whereas the indices here, it is even odd. I'm sorry, for even numbers, that means half, 1, for this kind of indices, that minus sign of something cannot come out because it is a non-real number. Whereas the same for the odd numbers you can take out. Okay, because if I do the reverse, means that much of indices if you do, or if you do cube, as I've shown you, the cube root of 3 is minus 1, but this is not minus 1. So in that concept, this will come out easily. So minus of this, you can say this is minus, will come out. Okay, and if you do this exercise, so but I do it one by one so that it will be more clear to you. Yes, if I do like that, it will be minus, will not change when I take this indices in, so it will be cancelled out. But square I am not doing right now. The remaining I will keep as it is, minus 3 by 2. So here you can see for the square, this minus will be positive. That means 11 square will come. This will give you 11 to the power minus 3 by 2, and ultimately it will be 2 minus 3 by 2, that means half will be an answer. Understood? This part is a bit tricky. If you take the indices of this 1/3, the cube root of this one, it will give you minus 11 itself. Means minus, if I forget this part, minus 4 cube root, it will give you minus 11 as an answer, as same as whole to the power cube will give you minus 1. Same way this will give you minus 11. Okay, so that means odd of indices will give you the same sign, minus. Okay, so in that basis it will come minus, and then after, if you do this square, it will eliminate this minus to positive. So ultimately you will get this answer. This is very tricky one to understand, but it is very useful for you to understand, to solve similar kind of problem. Okay, so this is for now today, and next video I'll come with more problem. Thank you.